This nigga is slumped. I fucking nasty. Oh, I need my eyebrows to be hit. It don't matter. Life is hella bootsy. It don't matter. It's your birthday. She didn't deserve it.
Vibrant, smart, she was courageous. She didn't let anything stop her at all. She was loving, caring. Anybody that she came across couldn't say anything bad about her.
"19-year-old Deja Richards was remembered by those who knew her as a devoted and loving mother and a resilient fighter. Those closest to her often said that motherhood brought her the greatest joy in life, even as she quietly battled a lifelong illness. Deja lived with sickle cell anemia, a painful and often debilitating genetic blood disorder that restricts blood flow, causing severe episodes of pain and increasing the risk of early death. Despite the physical toll of her condition, she was described as naturally joyful, full of life, laughter, and warmth that touched everyone around her. What made her smile even brighter in those last few months was the birth of her baby boy. Just 4 months old at the time, he had already completely changed her life for the better. Becoming a mother gave her a renewed sense of purpose, joy, and strength. She adored her son and embraced the role of motherhood with open arms, determined to give him a life filled with love, protection, and hope. However, behind her radiant smile was a darker struggle, one that she worked hard to keep hidden. Beneath her strength and optimism lived years of silent suffering, a private pain that she carried alone. It was a secret so heavy, so consuming, that it quietly shaped every aspect of her daily life. What no one could see was that Deja was enduring not only physical pain, but emotional and psychological abuse at the hands of someone who claimed to love her. And though her spirit remained strong, the weight of this hidden trauma was growing too large to bear. Eventually, the truth could no longer remain in the shadows. The reality of her situation would soon come to light, shocking those who knew and loved her, and forever altering the course of her life and the life of her baby boy. Just after 9 a.m. on the morning of January 8th, 2019, Sacramento County Sheriff's deputies responded to a distress call reporting a shooting in the 7800 block of Orchard Woods Circle. When they arrived, they were met with a chaotic and heart-wrenching scene. Emergency lights flashed across the quiet neighborhood as deputies and first responders rushed to assess the situation. Lying on the ground was an unresponsive teenage girl, her body motionless, surrounded by panic and disbelief.
The crime tape is now down, and we've been here as family and friends have started discussing this scene with investigators who are still here. We were here as a first group of family and friends arrived just a little while ago. We had the opportunity to talk to a man who describes himself as the victim's brother. He says that she was 19 years old and had a 4-month-old child.
Let me tell you, though, she just became a mother, and that's the best thing that ever happened to her, being a mom. Being a mom, that's the happiest I ever saw her, being a mom. She was a loving person, man. That's my sister. She just had a baby September 8th on my birthday.
The victim was identified as 19-year-old Deja Richards. She was rushed to a local hospital after being found with a gunshot wound to the chest, but despite emergency efforts, she was sadly pronounced dead. Witnesses told deputies that the suspect, armed with a handgun, had fled the scene on foot, disappearing into the neighborhood. Sacramento County Sheriff's deputies quickly shut down the surrounding area as the search for the gunman intensified. It didn't take long for them to identify the primary suspect, 20-year-old Damian Horton, Deja's boyfriend and the father of her 4-month-old son. That morning, Horton had shown up at Deja's home in South Sacramento, just as he had done countless times before. To the outside world, it may have seemed like an ordinary visit, but for Deja, whose life had already been filled with hardship, it would become her final moment. At only 19, Deja had already endured more than many do in a lifetime. She battled sickle cell anemia, and for 3 years, she had been in a toxic and abusive relationship, one marked by bruises, bite marks and emotional trauma she was too afraid and too ashamed to share. Still, she pressed on, determined to give her baby boy a better life. Despite her exhaustion and fear, she held on to hope, perhaps even believing that things might change. That morning was supposed to be just another day. Deja's 12-year-old brother was home, and their mother was on her way to pick them up. Horton asked Deja to step into the garage with him, saying he just wanted to talk. Maybe she believed him. Maybe she thought it would be different this time. But what followed was a chilling moment of violence. Her younger brother heard the muffled sounds of a struggle, and then one single gunshot. Deja stumbled back into the house, clutching her chest, blood spreading rapidly across her shirt. Fighting to breathe, fighting to live, she looked at her little brother, her protector in that moment, and used her final breath to speak the truth she had kept hidden for far too long. "He shot me," she whispered, and then she collapsed. At 9:29 a.m., just 4 months after giving life to her son, Deja Richards lost her own. Her voice may have been silenced, but her final words ensured the truth would not die with her. In a Facebook post just 1 week before her murder, she stated the following: "I know me and Damien go through stuff, but everybody and their mama know I love that boy to death. I know my baby is a hothead, and I would really lose my mind if something happened to my baby daddy. It's sad that half of these babies can't even grow up knowing their parents. Everyone is dying left and right. This is getting scary. I woke up today and said a prayer. Thank God for seeing another year and asked him to please protect and look over me and my family. Guide us down the right path and to keep my baby daddy on the right track and help us to stay good. This year is already starting off so wrong. I'm so scared my heart just feels so heavy. I do not want to lose anyone. My condolences go out to everyone taking these losses in 2019. 20-year-old Damien Horton was taken into custody the day after the incident, having turned himself into the sheriff's department. In a surprising turn of events, his mother, Yolanda Smith, was also arrested shortly afterward on suspicion of acting as an accessory to the crime, accused from hiding Damien from law enforcement and violating her parole. The news sent shockwaves through the community, adding another layer of complexity and heartbreak to an already tragic situation. In the wake of the shooting, friends, family, and neighbors gathered at Orchard Woods Circle, the site near where the tragedy unfolded, for a candlelight vigil to honor the victim's memory. The soft glow of candles lit up the night as tears, prayers, and memories filled the air. The overwhelming turnout and heartfelt expressions of love and support served as a powerful reminder to the grieving family that Deja had touched many lives and would not be forgotten.
It hurts me to see this happening again.
Deja was a friend, a mother, and a daughter.
Me and Deja always talk. I tell Deja, y'all gonna bury me. I'm not supposed to be doing this right now.
Her mother, Ebony Douglas, could barely speak.
I have my days where I just wish I don't wake up. And I'm like, don't say that. What I'm supposed to do? But God knows. I didn't know he was going to take my child's life. It's killing me so bad.
A pain no parent could ever imagine.
If I knew it would be my last time seeing her 2 days ago, I would have kept her under me.
The outpouring of love from the community has helped the family know she was loved.
I didn't even know that she was known by this many people. It was people that I'd known for years that I didn't even know that was that close to her. So just to know that she had that much love in the community, it just warms my heart.
They never thought they had to say goodbye. Never this way.
I miss you. I love you. I miss your smile.
A life, they say, at 19 years was cut short so unexpected and so soon.
In the heartbreaking aftermath of losing her daughter Deja, Ebony Douglas found strength in her pain and became a voice for change. She began urging others to speak out against domestic violence, particularly in communities where conversations about abuse are often silenced or overlooked. Ebony believed that too many people suffer in silence, afraid to come forward out of fear of being judged or not believed. She shared that Deja had always wanted to reach out for help, to speak her truth, but the fear of being shamed or dismissed kept her quiet. That silence, Ebony now realizes, is what endangers so many. Through her grief, she is determined to break that cycle. By sharing Deja's story, she hopes to encourage others to speak up, seek help, and know that they are not alone.
my baby. She was just everything a mother can ask for. She was just all the above.
Ebony Douglas is holding on to the memories of the daughter she lost 2 months ago.
She was just Deja. She was always smiling, and like no matter what she went through, you would never know because she always smiled. I didn't know that was gonna be the last time I see her, but
She says that strong, vibrant woman was outspoken, but never about her problems.
I feel like Deja wanted to reach out to people, but she always felt like judgmental. What are they gonna think of me?
She says speaking up is rarely encouraged within their community.
In the Black community, when victims do speak up, sometimes they're afraid that they're looked at. They don't want to be responsible for putting another Black person, in jail, or they don't want to be stigmatized, as a snitch.
South Sacramento is the focus for Weave for the next 2 years.
I want to be Deja voice where I could make somebody open their eyes like, this is it, enough is enough, I'm done. I'm not fit to lose my life over this, it's not that serious.
In March 2022, Damian Horton was sentenced to 76 years in prison. Justice in the legal sentence was served, but the emotional wounds left behind will take far longer to heal. The sentencing marked the end of a long and painful chapter, but for those who love Deja, the pain of her absence remains a daily reality. This tragic story is a powerful reminder of the consequences of silence, the urgency of intervention, and the need for communities to rally around those facing domestic violence. Deja's story highlights how important it is to create safe spaces where people, especially young women, feel empowered to speak out without fear of shame or judgment. Domestic violence thrives in the shadows. Only by shedding light on it through education, support, and compassion can we hope to prevent more lives from being lost. Rest in peace, Deja Richards.